Well, I'm back online again. I hope this time I will get good network today. Hello everyone, we are all highly welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome to every one of us. We got bopped up, but we are back again, and I hope we'll have a friendlier one now. Alright, so today, like I said, we're going to be looking at 5 ways to get motivated, to stay motivated and make sure you're excelling. 5 ways to make sure you're not demotivated, you're not discouraged when you're doing your business or whatsoever you're doing in your walks of life. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to share today because network is quite very bad on the other devices, but I'll try my best to see how much live we can go and how much people we can catch on with, depending on how good our network or my network will be today. So we are all highly welcome. So if you've joined me live, you can greet, so I can greet you at least. I can see you in my streaming line to greet you and say welcome as we look at 5 ways to keep ourselves motivated. I'm also going to share some tips with us that can help you, some things you need to actually know that can also help you, keep you online, keep you, working out, and also share 1 or 2 of my own life experiences with us so that we can move on. All right, so well, I think I can see a few people joining us. Let's share. I'll quickly share this out now as much as I can, and then we get going today. Hello Grace, Prosper, you're welcome. Welcome. Grace is the first person to greet this morning, this evening. You're highly welcome. Welcome to this evening's broadcast. I can see a lot of us coming on. Kindly share as you come on so that other people can join us this evening as we look at some ways to, motivate ourselves, some scientifically proven ways that people have looked at, and they are online, and they are on top of their deals, on top of their businesses, on top of all they need to do, because it's really great if you're on top. Hello Ajetumobi Akinyemi, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. Kindly share. Let's share out to people, share out to friends. You might be helping someone out there to get back into fit. We're going to look at failures, how do you overcome that. We're going to be looking at some other ways that you can actually be on top. Of course, in Aging with Grace, on Mondays we deal with your health, and on Wednesdays we cook. Last Wednesday we cooked. We did a healthy snack. You can go down my page and watch it. So lovely, healthy snack you can have from middle age, and especially for menopausal women and also middle-aged men. Okay, snacks that can help give you the nutrient part. That's what we looked at on Wednesday, and today again being Thursday, we are going on health, money health. Of course, if you're not financially healthy, you will not be able to do a lot of things. If you're not financially healthy, you will not be able to kick off all that you need to kick off with. If you're not financially healthy, you can, it can get you sick. It can get you physically sick, mentally sick, and otherwise. So that's why it's very great for us to actually have our health and make sure we are really healthy. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. If you've not shared, kindly go ahead and share out as we go through this discussion. Hello Ezinwa, you're welcome. Ginika is one of my 100 influencers. Welcome Oluseyi. Okay, I just enlarged this so that I'll be able to see all of us. All right, good. I also need to see if my camera is okay. I hope this light is not bouncing back at me. All right, Afamnon, you're welcome. Oluwaseun, you're welcome. Ezinwa, you're welcome. Grace, you're welcome. Ifel, you're welcome. Thomas, you're welcome. You're happy to be with me because you're I'm always chef, my dear. If it doesn't make you smile, change it. That's my policy, and that's my company's policy. All right, so if it doesn't make you smile, if it doesn't make me smile, I change it. That's one of the things I always have in mind. All right, so today is a full day. We're going to go through listening fully to what we need to do today and actually enjoying ourselves today. Okay, it's a full day and we'll have that full day enjoying ourselves today. Like I said, today we're going to be looking at 5 ways that we will stay motivated. But before then, I'm going to be sharing like some motivational tools that really works, that has worked for people. Some motivational tools, like 6 of them that really work for people. Then I go ahead and share some 6 things also that can work. But before then, you don't actually overcome challenges by making them smaller, okay, but by making yourself bigger than your challenges. That's John Maxwell's quote. Okay, you know, some people try to solve their problem by hiding the problem, by shying away from the problem. But remember, when you brace up and you face up with your problem, with your issues, then that's when you are able to solve it. And that's what John Maxwell is saying there. You overcome challenges by becoming bigger than your challenges. So when it comes to getting results, it takes motivation and ability for you to be able to get results. Okay? Actually, people say where there is no will, there is no way. So you need that will. You need that will to brace up, face up the challenges, bulldoze like a bull, becoming bigger than them, okay? Not doing like the ostrich that when it has a problem, it will go and hide the head. You know how ostrich is very big and the head small. So when he sees a problem and he runs, and he's not able to, he feels discouraged and he's not able to make it again, he will dig a small hole and hide the head. That's what some people are doing. They will hide their heads and they now believe that the situation is no more there. They believe that the problem is no more there. That's not it. There must be a will. You must make yourself bigger than your challenges. That's how you're able to overcome your challenges. So one of the best ways to improve your personal effectiveness is to master your motivation. Find your drive. What drives you? You need to find it. If you can master your motivation, you can deal with every form of setback that life throws at you, as well as also being inspired yourself to always find a way forward. You won't be looking for external ways to inspire yourself, external ways to go forward, but you will inspire yourself from within, okay, and create new experiences for yourself and then follow your growth. That's how you will be able to move on with life. So let's look at some tools that really work. Some tools, what are some of those things you can do that can really work for you, okay? Before then, I just want to quickly greet some people. Today, get a CB. I could not connect with my other device. I have to use my laptop and my just what I'm using to go live, to be able to connect to us. Hello, all those who have joined us online, just to greet you once again. Hello, welcome Fumi Adisida, welcome Emmanuel Remy, you're welcome. Pastor Evelyn Ekono, you're welcome. Fola Shade Kazim, welcome. Abigail, welcome. Ezimwa. All right, we are all highly welcome to this evening's broadcast. Okay, I'll keep seeing those coming live and greeting us one by one, so you're welcome. But the first tool you need is to connect to your values. You need to connect to your values. You know, this is the ultimate secret. What are your values? If you can connect the work you do to your values, then even in small ways, you can change your game. What is your value? What is it that you really value? What is actually making you, to do what you're doing? Okay? Like for me, one of my values, one thing I value a lot is growing, learning and growing. You know, right from time I tell myself, if I've stayed for 5 years and I cannot count the skills I've acquired, new skills I've acquired, new things I've learned how to do, then I have a problem. I believe that anytime I stop learning, anytime I stop growing, then I'm thinking of leaving the world, okay? Let me not use the negative word. So one of my values is learning and growing. And I find ways to grow my skills. I find ways to sharpen more my talents. I find ways to make sure I'm getting better and better, no matter what the situation is. As a pastor, I find how to get better as a pastor, as a counselor, as a teacher, as a school administrator, you know, as a professional networker. I find out better ways of doing things, of helping people, of training people, of teaching people. For example, I don't just, if I talk about my business, I don't just call back at customers, okay? I win the favor of my customer. I make sure that my customers are close to my heart. I make sure that they are more than just transactional, but having transformational relationships with them. And I go every day on knowing how to do that better. I don't just do tasks. I don't just go ahead and do things because it has to be done. I master the craft of doing things. My husband will say, if you want to know the best beans cook is my wife. You know, it didn't just, I don't just cook beans that I'm cooking. I mastered the skill, the craft, how I can do it better. So I don't just live to get things done, but I learn something new about what I'm doing every day. So you need to connect to your value. That's one way, a tool that you need. For everything you're doing, there must be something connected to your values or in life, in that thing you're doing. And then secondly, you need to find your why. If you want to keep being motivated in your job, for those of you who are working in your business, for those of you who are doing businesses, in your career, for those of you who are building up your career, no matter what it is, what is your why? What's the reason you entered that job? What's the reason you're pursuing your career? What's the reason you're doing that business? Figure out a compelling purpose. Turn it into a one-liner. For example, coaching, mentoring, okay? Trying to make people be what I am, or duplicating myself, let me put it better, is one of my values. That's one of the things I love doing. Like I have a school. In that school, I can stay away from that school for 1 month and things will be running. Why? Because I mentored and I coached people and I duplicated myself. I duplicated myself in the nursery section. I duplicated myself in the primary section. I duplicated myself in the secondary section. I duplicated myself in my office, okay? So in everything, I try to coach, I try to mentor, and then I remind myself that I'm here on earth to make others great. So when I'm learning, when I want to fall back, I remind myself that there are people who are waiting for me to learn. What will this thing I'm doing, how will it teach somebody? So what is your why? Like this year, I have brought out this year in my business, and I told myself, it's not good for you to make all this money alone. Duplicate yourself. If I was in my home office then I would have shown you, I'm on a trip, I'm actually in Port Harcourt now. Who are those from Port Harcourt? I'm greeting you from Port Harcourt, River State, okay? Alright, so I would have shown you what I put up. I said for my network marketing business, for my health and wellness business, and then I call it ministry and business. For aging with grace, I want to duplicate and I want to bring out 100 people like me doing what I'm doing all over the world. And already I counted my list yesterday, and I've hit 10 solid people. I'm still getting more and more that are joining to do this work. I have a lot of them online with me. Pastor Evelyn is here. Pastor Evelyn is one of us. Ginika is there. Ginika is one of us. Olukemi is here. Olukemi is one of us. Abigail is there. Abigail is one of us. So I have like 4 global influencers that are joining me today, and they are in my club. They are in my global influencers club. They are doing, I can tell you about every one of them, they are doing different things, okay? They are using their talents, they are using their hobbies, they are using their acquired skills already, and I'm teaching them some more skills to influence the world. Using their hobbies, their passion, their burdens, things they love doing. Okay, like Gimmicks is the first to greet me here. Gimmicks has a burden for childbearing women. She has a burden, a passion to reach them with good health, making sure that as they go from pregnancy to childbirth, that they are doing it well, that they are not destroying themselves. Like I wish, the things I know and I wished I knew them some like nearly like maybe like some decades back that I was having my children. I wish I knew those things. I would have come out a better me. So Gimmicks has come out now to use her talents, her abilities, her hobbies to reach those women. So what am I saying? What is your strong why? If you have your strong why, it's going to compel you to keep going. That's one tool you need if you want to stay on top, if you want to excel, if you want to get and be motivated all the time. So whenever I'm feeling discouraged, I want to feel discouraged, I want to feel back, I want to pull back, I want to go back, this my strong why will keep me going, reminding me that I have many people that are behind me in every area of life and everything that I'm doing. So I find if I'm feeling so bad, I'm getting sad and discouraged, I pull out to look for somebody to encourage myself, for somebody to train myself, so for somebody to tell this is how I overcome it, and it keeps me going. So number 2 tool you will need, remember I said number 1 tool that you need is you need to connect to your values. The second tool you need to find your why. And number 3, maybe you need to change your why. Maybe you need to change your strong reason, because sometimes you're doing things with wrong motives. If you're having wrong motives, it might get you down. So are you doing the things, you're doing your tasks? Are you getting them done? Are you learning something new? Are you just shifting your why? Is your motive wrong? Is your motive right? You need to be sure what your motives are. Like for example, a lot of people want to get their own gain when they are dealing with people, and that's transactional. If your motive is usually transactional, you get discouraged after a while, because people feel it when your motives are transactional. Your motives have to be transformational. Your motive and your goal and your methods have to be transactional, so that you can see every failure as a school or a curse or a stepping stone. You need to shift your why. It's because so many people have transactional feeling motives. That's why when they fail, they feel bad. When they fail, they feel they have failed. Let me tell us, if your motives are transformational, you see every failure as a stepping stone. You see it as something you have learned. You see that you're going to be better in the next thing you're doing. All right, so the 4th tool that you will need is to change your how. Okay, first of all, remember, connect to your values, 1. Tool number 2, you need to find out what your strong whys are. Tool number 3, you may need to change your why, your motives. Why are you doing what you're doing? And number 4, you need to change your methods, your how. Okay, you can instantly find your task more enjoying by shifting from getting them done to getting them right. You might get happier, because when you're shifting your methods from let me just get this thing done to let me get it done right, your passion enters inside it. Your joy. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the love. I appreciate every one of us. It keeps me going also. Thank you. And then I welcome Itel, Grace, to this evening's broadcast. You're highly welcome. Welcome, Dickness Dorcas. Welcome, Vero. Welcome. How can I pronounce this? From South Africa, Unsa, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast all the way from South Africa. All right, so the 4th tool you need before we go on to look at the 5 techniques that you will have. You can instantly find your tasks more enjoyable by shifting from getting them done to getting them right. Okay, so I always think of mastering your craft, making it artful. You know, find out your passion, your hobbies, your burdens, and turn them into your task. For example, my husband will always say that when people are cooking and they are cooking without their feeling, they are cooking without, you know, having that kind of emotional attachment to the food, that you will feel it, the food will not taste very tasty. But when you are cooking your food, even if it's just cooking, and you're emotional about it, you're empathetic, I don't know how to put it, you're involved, your all is in it, okay? You're emotional about it, your feelings are there, that food will come out being right. So that's why you need to change your how. Don't just get things done. Let me just put this ingredients. The timing is not there. The skill is not there. You grind your pepper. You know, everything should move on with that kind of feeling. Then your food will come out tastier. Even when people are eating it, they will be eating the love that is inside the pot that came out from the pot to the plate. Okay, so that's how it is also for you when you want to do things. And that's why, as I'm raising my 100 influencers, you can be one of us. Okay, let me just drop my number on the comment section. And if you want to be one of the 100 influencers, my WhatsApp number is +234 703 515 1642. +234 703 515 1642. So you can chat me. Remember what I said, we use your talents, your hobbies, your passion, your burdens to key into our forever living products, and then you reach the world. It's a global business. My company is in over 171 nations of the world. We are in South Africa, we are in Zambia, we are in Malaysia, we are in Ghana, we are in Liberia, we are in USA, we are in Mexico, we are in Europe, we are in UK, we are in, you know, Italy. In fact, I have a downline in Italy, I have a downline in UK, I have a downline in US, I have in Zambia, I have in Malawi, okay, I have in Zimbabwe, so all over. And these are global influencers from whichever nation where you are. You're reaching people all over the world, okay? And we're not just doing supplements. We have up to 8 sections: weight management, sports materials, sports products. We also have for the elderly, for middle age, for nursing mothers, for pregnant women, for children, all sorts you can use to influence the world. So there is room for everyone. So if you want to be one of the 100 influencers, you can just chat me on my WhatsApp number, and then we will be talking later. We use your hobbies, we use your talent, no matter what. I have someone who is into fitness. It's only fitness she does. She's using her fitness to be able to reach young women who are just finished giving birth. Okay, so that's her niche. So that's what we teach you to do, what you love doing, using it to reach everybody in the world. All right, so you need to change your how. That's number 4. And then number 5, remember your past successes. That's another tool you need. You know, the Bible says, count your blessings and name them one by one. You know, you remember that song? Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God did you. God will see me through today. So, you know, counting your blessings and remembering your past successes is one of the fastest ways to change how you feel. Anytime I want to feel discouraged, anytime I want to feel bad, one thing I remember, I was having a call. One thing I always remember myself is what has gone bad. Like now in my business, sometimes, of course, you know, business, some days are not as smooth and as lovely as some other days. I can remember there's somebody I sent a product to, and then she now suddenly said, wow, this product was open. You okay? So I just remind I just remind myself of past blessings. So remember the good feeling you have anytime you have past achievements, and then when you feel good about it and remember those good times, you feel, you get motivated. So always have your journal, even if you can't remember offhand. So some of those days when you're feeling bad, go back. But of course, speak of your successes, you will remember it. There are some things that make me so happy in the business. This person leave me alone. There are things that make me so happy in the business, and I remember it in my school. There are things that make me so happy, things that I've achieved. So in your career and your job, always remember the past successes. Then number 6, your imagination is key. Visualize a more compelling future. Imagine yourself when you have achieved your strong why. Everybody that wakes up in the morning to go and answer sir in a job must have a motive. You must have your strong why. You must have why you're going for that job. You wake up 7 a.m. in the morning or 4 a.m. in Lagos. There are some people who wake up 3 a.m. In fact, my third son was telling me that he leaves for work by 5 a.m. Okay, so that he can beat the Lagos Island traffic, the third mainland traffic. So you can imagine it. There must be a why, a strong why in that boy's heart that makes him wake up maybe 4 a.m. or before 4 a.m. to get ready to be in his car and getting to work 5 on the dot. So what is that strong why? What will keep you motivated, keep you going, not making you discouraged, is having that strong why. And like I always tell us, for us, when you have goals you want to achieve, when you have your strong whys, visualize them into a board. It might be that you want to have doing that job for 5 years, get yourself a home, retire very well, put it, if possible, make it into picture, keep it where you'll be seeing every time. If it's your business you're doing and in that business you have a goal, I have my goal for 2022. One of it is to raise 100 influencers. I want to duplicate myself. 100 of Aging with Grace out there in Facebook, in Instagram, in TikTok, in Facebook Reels, all over, okay? I want to duplicate 100 of myself, reaching the world using social media, attraction marketing, and automation. And so what have I done? I have put it there on the mirror in my office. So every morning when I come into that office, I see it. In my prayer room, I've put it there. So every time I wake up, I remember it, and I pray for my 100 influencers. Every one of them, I have about 12, 15 of them now. I pray for them every morning. I say, God, raise these people to be better than me. Raise them to be able to reach more people. Can you see? So I imagine, I tell you, I keep imagining. I've imagined calling for a conference in Radisson Blu in Ikeja, and having Ife come from UK, and having Choma come from US, and having Susan come from Malawi, and having Grace and Lizzie come from Zambia, like that. I keep imagining it, and we are meeting there as global influencers, or maybe we travel to the UK. I imagine that, because that's what my goal is. I imagine in my business having not just dispatching 1 or 2 things to a dispatch riders. I imagine having like 10 cyclists or dispatch riders in Abuja, in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, in Warri, in Asaba, dispatching my product. So imagine what you want to achieve, and always have it. It will keep you going. It will keep you going. You can see yourself in that your new house. See yourself riding that your new car. Even from time to time, you can just imagine yourself, whichever car. Is it latest Lexus? I hear they have a Lexus. Did they say 670 or something? Coming out, or maybe it has even come out. Imagine yourself in that your Lexus 670 or 680 or whatever the name is. Okay. So imagination is very, very key. It's very, very important. Hello, Stella Daniel. You're welcome. Welcome, Olufisa. You're welcome, Nonye. You're all welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome, Aisha, as we look at what will keep us motivated. Remember, I have just shared the 6 keys, and those 6 keys are: number 1, connect to your values, okay? That's looking at some of the keys and tools that can help you. Number 2, find your strong why. Number 3, change your why. If your motives are wrong, change it. Number 4, change your how, change your methods, because sometimes it's your method that is making things not to move very well for you. Number 5, remember your past successes, remember your past testimonies, and always drink them anytime you want to feel down, okay? And then number 6, imagine where you're going, imagine your end result. All right, so if we take our time to look at the 6 top motivations that can drive you to achieve your best, okay? What are those 5 motivation things? Actually, in my experience with mentoring new people, I found out that, you know, as I'm empowering and mentoring and coaching new people who are aspiring to become big in their business, I see far too many who seem to be driven by all wrong reasons, wrong motive. This is very, very important. Everyone is like, many people, their motives are extrinsic, okay, more than intrinsic. Their motivations are external. They just want to get rich because other people are getting rich. They just want to have fame and be adored because they see people having fame and being adored. And sometimes it's just to fulfill their childhood, you know, motivation from their parents' dreams. That's what's driving them. But actually, for you to be able to move on and hit the peak, you need to, your motivation has to come from inside. Like there is this book, Discover Your True North, you know, by Harvard, you know, leadership experts, the bestseller author, Bill George. He makes a convincing argument that the best leaders and the best entrepreneurs follow their intrinsic rather than extrinsic motivations, okay? They follow what their motivation that comes from inside them. There is that hidden motivation, not the one you have seen because you saw somebody being great, then you now want to be great, okay? But there's something inside of you. They found out that that is the best motivation that can keep you. And some of the most effective sweet spots and intrinsic motivations for today's entrepreneurs will include some of the things, you know, one will want to do. It will include blessing people. If you look at inside, you will find out that you have that feeling that you want to help someone. You have that feeling that you want to achieve something that can make someone happy. You have that thing inside you that you want to alleviate pain here or there, okay? So it's something coming from inside, not something because you have seen them externally. So if we're looking at the 5 top or the 6 top motivations that can drive you to become the best you can ever be in life, the first one is to aim at making a difference in the world. Now let me tell you, I was talking to my children. We're having Camp Alive. I have children camp every year. I gather children from all over the place. We have it in different cities. We've had in Jos, we're having in Ibadan, we'll have in Lagos and some other places, you know, later in the year. And I was telling the children, I told them to say it several times, I'm not an accident. I am not an accident. You are not an accident. There's something God saw in you that made him to bring you into this world. And I want you to look at it, that you're not an accident. So you need to aim at making a difference in the world. You need to leave your footprint. Let me put it that way. You need to leave your footprint, and this is the time for you to do so. And to be able to do so, you need to be a global influencer, I'm telling you. You need to be able to get out of your box, get out of your small world, get out from your little corner. And social media has made it so good for us, so nice for us, so easy for us. Let me put it that way. Social media has made it in a way that you are able to reach people all over. I tell you, today alone, I've spoken to people from different places in Nigeria, different places all over the world, calling me. I'm not the one that called them. And that's what I'm saying. I'm raising 100 influencers who will become the hunted and not the hunter in this business that we are doing. I tell you, a lot of people call me even within our business, how are you doing it? How did you achieve this? How did you reach this? And I'm making it in a platter of gold for you. You know, come and learn. Come, I'll hold you by your hand, I will coach you, and I will teach you how you can influence the world and bring many, you know, change lives, bring health to many people, bring what can help a lot of people become what God wants them to be, bring money, make people wealthy. Because, you know, last year I just told myself, I said, it's enough of all me. It's now everybody. So aim at changing the world. In fact, when Bill Gates acted on his dream of putting computer in every home and on every desk, he had no idea the future it will bring to, you know, the fortune it will bring to him. He just wanted to make a difference. You know, that like I said before, extrinsic motivation often work against entrepreneurs. It often work against us by leading us to set unrealistic and overwhelming goals. But when you just have that simple goal to help people, I have a goal this year to raise 100 influencers that will come and influence the world, influence their health, influence their physical health, mental health, emotional health, financial health. That is it. That was how Bill Gates had a dream of just making people have just computer on their table. I'm sure he didn't know that by how much money he made now, he wasn't thinking about it. And what does that bring us to? Just bring value to people, add value to people, help people, and the money will run after you. Money will run after you. You won't be the one to be running after money. Then the second thing you need is you need to find personal meaning from building a business. There has to be a personal meaning. You know, this book written by Robert Kiyosaki, The Art of the Start 2.0, okay? He told us as entrepreneurs and as professional network marketers to focus on making meaning, not making money. Focus on making meaning and not making money. You know, he said that many times, if your vision for your company is to grow, it's just to flip it to become a big company or to take the public and then you cash out, then you are doomed. If money is the only thing you're living for, you're setting up your business because you want to make money, that's the only meaning, that's your only motive, you're going to work because you want to make money, that's your only meaning, that's your only project, then you're doomed. Okay? Do something for a meaning. Let there be value you're adding to people. And then number 3, satisfaction of doing something great is another thing you need to get. Be satisfied for doing something great. Hello, Ngozi Meke, you're welcome. Welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome, Aisha. All right, so like Steve Jobs summarized his intrinsic motivation in 2005, you know, and he said, how to live before you die. That was his topic. How do you live before you die? He said, your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is a great work. Because this life, if you read the Ecclesiastic, it will tell you, vanity upon vanity, all is vanity. So the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Think of the great work is great to you, not what other people feel. Look, let me tell you, by the end of this year, if I raise 100 influencers, I am satisfied for the year. I'm really satisfied. For me, it's a great work. I'm not looking at 500 work. I'm not talking about the money. I don't even care how much money that brings for me. What I'm looking at is, how do I change 100 lives, men and women, who will by next year, 2023, they will live with a purpose. They will live for a purpose. They will be influencing people. They will be joy. They will be happy. Every day I'm so happy. When I lie down on my bed to sleep at night, I'm thanking God for all the lives I have touched. Okay, so the only way to do great work is to love what you do. And that's why, like I said before, I'm raising 100 influencers who will come and use their hobbies, their talents, their passion, their burdens, the things they love doing, channeling it into a forever living product. There's no way you will work with me and I will not find how you can use this with your love, what you love doing, your passion, to touch someone out there. We'll aim at one person and then you'll be able to touch millions of people all over the world. Number 4, have this personal growth and accomplishment, okay? Self-development. To be successful in your job, in your entrepreneurial work, as network marketer, you can never stand still. You can never be stagnant. You can never be in one place, because the best entrepreneurs enjoy the journey as much as the destination. They enjoy the way, the journey to the place, to their promised land, to their strong why. You know, they have this test for knowledge that helps them to be in the business as well as their own personal growth, okay? Personal development, and that's what we do every day. We learn. I teach. I learn every day. Okay, so this synergy of personal development, synergy of loving your work and the journey to your work. These people keep calling me. It's all customers all over the world. This one now is calling me from South Africa. We'll soon finish it, they shouldn't worry. So personal growth and personal development is another, thing that will keep you motivated. Like in my business, we learn every day. We have seminars every day. You can plug into here and there, get to know and learn things new. That synergy, we make you keep growing, maximize your impact also. Then number 5, seeing the real value of one's belief. When they asked Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook, and he says that when he created Facebook, he did not create Facebook because of the money. The money was not his motive. He says for him and his colleagues that the most important thing is that they created an open information flow for people. Having media corporations owned by conglomerates is just not an attractive idea for him. So he wanted, an information flow where people could connect themselves everywhere and see how much money he has made out of it. So put your values, put helping people in front of what you want to get for yourself. And then also have this goal, number 6, of helping people achieve their own goal. That's what will keep you going. I've always been this kind of person that if I get something, I would like another person to get it, to learn it. Right from when I was small, right from when I was a baby, I never saw something new and I kept it to myself. And also that kind of feeling, that kind of habit, that kind of thing has also kept me going in my business. I cannot learn something, I cannot get something now, and I'm not looking for somebody I'm going to teach that thing to. Okay, so it has actually helped me. It has actually helped me a lot to be able to keep going and going. So if you want to achieve your goals, help others to achieve their own goal. And that's one thing I love about my job, about my network marketing, about my business. It helps me. Helping people help me to grow better. Helping people help me to mature faster. Helping people help me to become greater in what I'm doing. Because actually great entrepreneurs keep their eyes open for other businesses in a related space that can, complement theirs also. You need to have that feeling that having to help somebody will also help you to also grow yourself, okay? So, let's look at it that most entrepreneurs will tell you that once they discover the real purpose of their efforts, they found a new sense of commitment. Discover a real purpose, the real purpose, the purpose that can keep you, going. And then the leadership which will now allow them to really inspire and empower others, as well as direct their own actions. So it's very, very important for you that it's not just about you. You're having this feeling of growing people. So, and that's why what I do for people, I teach you, and I teach you how you can also teach other people. So at this point, they can now make a strategic decision. They need to really make a difference, enjoy satisfaction, and leave a lasting legacy. Okay, so many have found that initial failure is one of the best teachers in this regard. I was talking with one of my 100 influencers that just joined, and she was like, "Hey, I invited so many people to this place and they are not listening to me." I said, "So you're just looking at it as if you're inviting them for your own good." No, look at it that you're inviting them for their own good. Okay, now if I'm inviting you to come and become a 100 influencer, it's not particularly because of me, it's because of you. It's because I have tasted the good of it, and I want you to also taste it. So you see your failure as not you failing, but like I said before, it's a teaching, it's a course. Look at it as call it a failure 101, failure 102. You look at them as courses that you are passing. So I usually counsel my young people that they should expect failure. Expect a no. A no is coming, and when that no comes, it will teach you how to get a yes. And as many no as you get is leading you to your better yes. So you need to also be sure of that. Well, the primary message here that I have been saying all day is not to hide your real motivation from yourself. Don't hide your real motivation from your team, or don't hide your real motivation from people who are following you. Tell them your motive. You can't fool people for long, okay? And you won't even be happy doing that for long. And that's why let your good motive come from inside. Let it come from inside. If you're having a wrong motive, train your mind, train yourself to begin to look out for that good motive. So, and if you can't find any inside intrinsic motivations for what you are doing now, then it's probably with time, you know, that you'll be able to find that, and then look at your lifestyle and look at your future, then you'll be able to find that. Let me tell us one thing, life is not that long. Life is short too. And if you're unhappy, if you're unfulfilled for a better part of your life, then it's not good for you. Come, join me, and I'll show you how you can use what you love doing. I'll show you how you can use your hobbies. I'll show you how you can use your talent. I'll show you how you can use your body to be able to happily, and I mean happily, I love what I'm doing. I wake up in the morning, I'm happy for each day. I wake up in the morning and I'm expectant of how many people I'm going to help, of how many people that will come. Let me tell you, one of the greatest things that has happened to me this month was on Easter Day. I got a voice message on Easter Day of a woman in Lebanon. And she called me and she said, "I will pray for you this morning because meeting you has been the greatest thing in my life. You know, I've been living with this fibroid for so many years, more than 10 decades now. And each morning when I wake up, I see my stomach big. I see, you know, I dress up, I'm not feeling happy. Just meeting you in 3 months, the size has dropped. I've not been to the hospital, but me, I'm feeling it that this thing has dropped, it has reduced, okay? So that gave me, in fact, that's Sunday morning that I listened to it, very early as I woke up, I was so happy. This is what keeps me going. This is what gives me that joy. So do you want to join me? Do you want to join me to influence the world? Do you want to join me to become one of the global influencers? Hit that button. I hope I pinned my number. Let me go back and check if I pinned my number so I can pin it for you. Just chat me on my WhatsApp number +234 703 515 1642. Yeah, I'm pinning it now. +234 703 515 1642. And then I will teach you how you can use your talents, use your hobbies, use your passion, use your burden to be able to influence the world and become a better you. So if you don't have any question, we call it a day today. Make sure you chat me. I have a lot of us already here with me today, you know, who are global influencers. Thank you all for joining me. I love you all. See you on Saturday On Saturday, we are going to be looking at the best exercises for middle-aged women during menopause, especially those who are having menopausal symptoms. So you can join me. Make sure you also share, and call others to come and join us on Saturday. Get your kids to do your exercises. Love you all. Bye.